Hey, in this video, we're talking about scripting, which is a law of attraction technique that you can use to manifest your dream life with ease. And I don't just talk about what scripting is and how to do it, but I give you 5 tips to amplify the effects so that you can see those manifestations happen faster. Let's get started. So let's start with the basics. What is scripting? Scripting is essentially a written form of a vision board. So most people have heard of vision boards. People that are spiritual or not spiritual believe in the effects of vision boards. They recognize how it can benefit the mind, the subconscious mind, what have you. And a vision board is essentially you create a board full of photos and affirmations or whatever you want to use that you want to see manifest in your life. Now, the best way to do that is to mix it with not just things that you want to manifest in your future, but you mix it with things that you've already manifested successfully. So scripting is similar to that, where instead of getting pictures, you're writing it out. And you're writing out from a space of, I've already manifested X, Y, and Z. So in its simplest form, scripting is the written version of a vision board. Now, before I get into why it's so effective and how you can use it to manifest your dream life with ease, I want to talk about how law of attraction works, because there's a lot of people out there talking about this like they're experts and really they're just regurgitating shit from other people. So I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts because they try to make it complicated, and it's very, very, very simple. The law of attraction works like this. Everything physical is actually energy. It is a vibration. And certain vibrations resonate with one another, and other vibrations repel one another. So your vibration is currently resonating certain things and repelling other things. When you want to manifest something that you're not currently resonating with, you have to change your vibration so that it resonates with the things that you do want to manifest. It's as simple as that. That is the law of attraction in a nutshell. The way to use it is through your thoughts, your habits, your actions, your words, your belief systems, by getting rid of belief systems that no longer serve you. There's a process based off of where you are to make that effective for you. So, law of attraction includes releasing things that don't benefit you and adding things that do benefit you so that you become more resonant with the things that you want to see manifest in your life. It's as simple as that. Now, why scripting works so well is because it is a law of attraction or a manifestation technique. Now, what you're doing is essentially writing from a place of, I've already created this, and I'm grateful for it for these reasons. Now, the process in how you do it will depend on, you're going to do it your own way, and it's better that you do it your own way as opposed to me giving you a full-on, this is how you script it for the best whatever. No, that might work for some people and it might fail for others. So you have to find a way, well, how would this work for me? But I will give you 5 tips to amplify the effects of a scripting practice if that's what you want to use as your manifestation tool. So the first one is detachment. After you write it out, you literally have to put the letter away, put the journal entry away, and just forget about it. It's as simple as that. You wrote it down, you said thank you, and you move on, right? When somebody does you a favor, do you say thank you every single day to them for the rest of their lives? No, because guess what? That person's gonna be like, this person's a weirdo. I need to stay the hell away from them. You don't want to do that to the things you're manifesting. So you don't have to be repeating over and over, oh, thank you for this again. Oh, thank you for this again. Oh, thank you for this again. Universe is gonna be like, wow, this is one clingy ass bitch. You don't want to be a clingy ass bitch. So after you write it down, detach, put it to the side, and move on with your life. Now, you can move on with your life taking action towards the realization of the things that you wrote, but you don't have to necessarily do that right away. Following your intuition will put you in the right path, and then when you see opportunities, you'll be able to take them. The second tip to amplify the effects of scripting, gratitude. Everything should be written from a state of gratitude. Thank you for X, Y, and Z. I'm grateful that this manifested in my life. I really appreciate how this unfolded. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, start from a place of gratitude. And as always, whenever you're writing anything from a place of gratitude, add the why. why are you grateful for it? It's not just good enough to say like, oh, thank you for the $1 million that you put in my bank account. Why? Why are you grateful for that? Are you doing something good with it? Are you going out and partying all the time? What is it? How is it benefiting your life? Because the thing that benefits, or the benefits that you receive, that is what's going to manifest first. And then once the universe sees, okay, yeah, or God, whatever language you want to use, sees, okay, yeah, they are actually grateful. Now let's give them the thing that they asked for. But by the time you get that $1 million, everything else that you wanted is already present and you're already grateful. And the $1 million is going to be like, oh yeah, cool. I forgot I even wanted this, because you already have everything you actually want. And then the reward is getting the thing that you asked for. Now, the next piece is believability. You have to believe that what you're writing down is something attainable for you. I'm not going to write down, God, thank you so much for granting me $1 million in the next 3 months, because I don't think I can get $1 million in the next 3 months. I don't know what the hell I would do to get $1 million in the next 3 months. I don't think that some random postman is going to be like, hey, this is for you. And inside there's going to be a check for $1 million. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't believe that that's possible. So for me, I'm not writing that down. But I could easily say like, oh, God, thank you so much for bumping my figures to 6 figures a month. Thank you so much for giving me an extra $50,000 of unexpected cash flow, because with it, I was able to do this and this and this for whatever, right? That to me is totally believable. For some people, it's thank you for giving me an extra $500 a month. It doesn't matter where you are or what you're asking for, so long as you believe it's something that can actually come into your life. So that's tip number 3 on how to make scripting or how to amplify the effects of scripting. Now, before I move on to tips 4 and 5, if you're liking the content, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share this with someone that you think would benefit from it. Thank you for that. Tip number 4, your mindset and your intention before you actually start writing what you're writing in your script. So your mindset should be, this works. You should have that belief system. You should believe right away, hey, I'm doing this not because it's a tool to get me what I want, but because I'm actually grateful knowing that somewhere in the process of creation, things exist. If you realize that at a higher dimensional plane, time doesn't exist, all things in past, present, and future exist simultaneously, then all the things that you want in life already exist. All the things that you've enjoyed in your past still exist. It's just right now, your consciousness is focused on this present moment. So if you take that into account, then the things that you're writing, they actually already exist. And you're actually grateful for them right now, even though they're not present right now, because at some point when this right now becomes then, and that thing that you want is present, you'll still be grateful for it. And the universe is going to say, hey, he's ahead of the game. We need to put him here. And that puts you where you want to be. So your intention is just to be grateful. Your mindset is that this process is going to work for you. If you can get those 2 pieces down, that tip right there will help you amplify the effects of scripting. Now, tip number 5, you got to make it fun. You got to make it fun for you. Now, when I think of scripting, I honestly think of, this is so silly, but I think of like this 14-year-old girl who is super excited to write in her journal entry that the boy that she has a crush on has a crush on her too, and she's so excited to get married with him and have kids, like all the things that I imagine, teenage girls do. For some reason, that to me seems fun. Why? Because they're invested emotionally in this fantasy. They're invested emotionally. Now, the reason that doesn't work for them so much as often is because they're writing it in the future tense instead of the present tense, which technically should be tip number 6, but let's not get into that. If you're writing in the present tense, saying that you're grateful for it, and you're making it fun, so for some people, it's doing that. It's going back, for the women watching this, it's going back to that, remembering what that felt like to write those journal entries and doing that again. For guys, it might be writing yourself a letter a year from now, right? Or technically writing yourself today a letter as if you're you from a year from now. So imagine, and this is really what I would encourage you to try. Imagine before you start writing, you step into a space, you literally step forward into a space where you are that future version of yourself that has all the things that you're writing about. And once you're in that space, you start writing gratitude and scripting this thank you letter or this journal entry or whatever saying thank you for all the things that you want because this is how it improved your life. And then you step out of that and you put the letter away. Now, for some people, they'll save the letter and open it a year later and see how well did I do. For other people, they'll literally mail it to somebody and say, mail me this in a year. There's a lot of different things you can do to make it fun, to make it a game. The more fun you have with the process, the faster the results will manifest in your life. So those are the 5 tips to amplify the effects. Now, the next question I usually get from people is, well, how often should I do it? In my opinion, 1 and done. It's as simple as that. It's 1 and done. And whenever something new pops in your head, like, oh, I'd like to kind of manifest this too. Boom, script it out, put it away, use your process, however your process works. And 1 and done with that one too, you're done. And then what? You go about, you live your life, you find a way to have fun, you find a way to follow your intuition, and you slowly find yourself in situations where you have the opportunity to manifest the things that you truly want to manifest. Now, for some people, the reason they want to keep doing it is because they wrote down things that they don't believe are possible. So they think they have to keep asking for it. If that's you, then you want to revisit what you wrote and really, really, really question, do I actually think that this is attainable? Do I think this is achievable? And if there's any feeling of doubt, any inkling that it might not be possible, rewrite it. Because that letter or that journal entry will not be effective because you don't believe it'll be effective. So go ahead, rewrite it, lower that goal, that manifestation goal, lower it to something where you're like, I honestly believe this is doable. For example, if you're trying to grow an Instagram following, do you think you can get 100,000 followers in the next 5 days? I don't know. Maybe you do believe that that's possible, but maybe you don't. And if you don't, well, then what can you get in the next 5 days? Do you think you could get 5 new followers in the next 5 days? I think you can. It'd be as simple as walking around and asking somebody, hey, I'm trying to grow my Instagram following. Will you do me a quick favor? I need to prove something to myself. Will you give me a follow and give me feedback on my page? You do that 1 person a day for 5 days, you have 5 new followers in a day. So it's now obviously you're taking action towards that, which is great. But if you're like, hey, I want to manifest 100,000 Instagram followers, and then you don't post ever, well, guess what? You're never going to get it. Why? Because you're not taking action, and the universe can't meet you where you're meant to be because, well, there's still this gap that you have to cover. So make sure that it's something that you truly believe. If the scripting is not working for you, it's because you wrote down something where there was still doubt present. There was not full faith in the statements, or there wasn't full gratitude in the statements. So you really want to feel that gratitude when you're writing it out. Now, if you like this video, I want to thank you for watching all the way through. If you can, please do me the quick favor, share it with someone that you think will benefit from it. If you like something, comment and let me know what it was or what you want to hear more of. I can go into more details into any piece of this video just for you. And make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. My name is Ian Sneed. Stay blessed.